Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Jade Maple and I thought today I would come and share with you how I put together this monster. This is book number 2 of my Book of Shadows. Book number 1 I won't share, it's just a little handwritten, what would you call it? It's Book of Shadows, but it definitely does not have any of this information in it. Yes, dearest. Yes, sure, that's fine. So I thought I'd come and show, like I said, I put this big one together. Things I used. What? I don't care. Just don't waste them. Um, how I put it together, what I did with it. Sorry about moving you, but you were kind of back in the shadow. And just what's in here. So first off, this is a 3-ring binder. Okay. And what I did was take different materials that I had. This one, this one, this one. And I covered it. I used my Mod Podge, put it down on a book, put the material down, and just to give it a different look because I didn't like how the binder looked. The little witch here was a gift from my friend Boxy Bell in a swap we did, and that was on my other channel. And then I just used some black rickrack because I thought it looked really pretty and went really well with this. And as you can see, I left the spine plain for now. And of course, the back is also covered. And then I will have to kind of bring you to me in a minute. But yes, I even covered the inside of it. And I don't mind that there's wrinkles. I think it makes it look used, which is fine. So hang on a minute, guys. I'm going to bring you closer. I don't know how close I'll be able to get. And then we're going to come down here. So you can kind of see what's going on. So I have divider tabs, and I didn't use them all because this one is full. I don't think I dare add anything else in it. And of course, I used some stickers and different things. And I used some coloring pages I did to give it some flavor. Make it a bit more me. Let me turn this a bit more so you can see a little bit about it here, hopefully. I wish I could prop you up. Let me see what I can do to get you up. Because I don't think you're going to see very good unless I do get you up a little bit. I wonder if this would be enough. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry about the maneuvering here. I'm just trying to... Oh, nope, that won't even sit very well. Alright, well, so much for glue sticks. So that means I gotta go big or go home. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go big. Let me get one of my washies. Okay. So now you'll really be up, so please pardon while I take you up along the path here to get you on. There we go. Haha. Now we can get you. Alright, here we are. Yes. Much, much, much better. Alright, let me get you in there now. Okay, here we go. So I did use coloring pages that I myself colored to give it some flavor on the inside of my book. And of course I've used ephemera because I am a scrapbooker and a card maker. And I also printed out my pages because handwriting, my hands cramp a lot. Even with coloring, it can take me quite a while to do a page. But each page I did go through. I have read these. As you can see, I highlighted things. I put some stickers and some ephemera on to kind of give it a little bit of flavor. And since it's a binder, I did use the page protectors to try to keep everything nice and neat. And this way I could add pages, take away pages. If I made a mistake, I could fix it. But some of the things in here, here's the list that I went by. This is topics you might want to look at for your Book of Shadows. There was 2 full pages. And I've got, not anywhere near all of it done. All these ones that are checkmarked are done and in this book. But I still have quite a long way to go. Unfortunately, I'll probably be at a standstill for a minute because I'm out of my page protectors and I don't have fabric to cover another book yet. So, but there's like some of the stuff in here is how to create your own altar, what is witchcraft, some fundamentals of spell casting, divination methods. This talks about a protection jar, some small herbal correspondences, moon phases, and yes, I used washi and stickers and everything to make it different. This is the Wheel of the Year. This talks about the Sabbats. And again, this is the ending of that, where I printed that out and who I got it from. And again, just another witch coloring page I did. I thought this would add just a little flavor. And another one that I did because I like to color. I think it's just relaxing. And of course, these are some of my stamped ephemera that I make. And then this talks about more of the witchcraft thing and how it came about from one area to another. And you can see that I've used everything. I've even cut pieces off cards that I had, and just I'm using all kinds of ephemera in here to decorate it up so it's not just plain. The pages themselves are plain enough. I've even used flowers off of old photo albums. So it's definitely going to be an interesting book, obviously. It's not going to be one like everybody has for sure. Now they could if they wanted to. And you will see a lot of flowers in here because I am a flower person. So there is that. And then the book also, if I can get back through here a little bit, there's a lot of information, as you can see. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm trying to look for where the next section picks up, because I do have it sectioned off. Like I said, I used washi tape and everything in here to kind of give it a little bit of flavor, even spiders and bats. Uh-oh, all my stuff wants to fall. Okay, so we'll move you there, and I'll move this there. Okay, but we even have spiders with red eyes. We've got bats. Okay, like here's one of the next sections. Okay, so I ended each section with a coloring page too. So this one is types of magic, which this is my little thing to separate. And then this goes over the types of magic. So does this. This talks about the tools that might be used. And of course, so does this. There's some other tools that might come into play. This is the reference guide for that. And then another coloring page that I did, and another section. This is herbs and essential oils. Some sections are bigger than others. I may end up adding to them later. This was from a course online, and it gives like the herb name and what it can be used for, and what element it goes with. So I did print all of that out, and then of course I highlighted each one, so quick reference can go back right to the name. Again, more and more, and it keeps going. There's quite a good lot here. They went alphabetically. And then this tells you how to use the essential oils in your witchcraft practices. Tells you what they are. And then this tells you, like, which one does what, like what it can be used for. And it says, the best kind for magical cabinet, the best kind for hearth magic. Just a variety, of things so that you can learn about them. Another page I did. This one starts the biggest section in this book. This was crystals, and I didn't have a whole lot of crystal pictures, so what I did was I kind of pulled coloring pages and cut them down that I had already colored. This is a checklist. It says Essential Crystals Checklist, and then here's another crystal I had colored, and I just put it on the back of there. It says Healing Crystals here, everything you need to know. And then this talks about the crystals, the science behind it, how healing crystals can help you. Excuse me. And then different types of crystals and their meanings and stuff. So there's quite a large section there of that. And like I said, I did try to decorate some. Not everything is greatly decorated. Here's another crystal I colored and did and then put in the book. And then we jump into, since this is still crystals, we jump into crystals that are safe to use in water. And since they were very small, I hand wrote them here. And then there's crystals for the home, which ones work best and what they do. Ones for intuition, aura cleansing crystals. Crystals for creativity, which I will be looking into that and possibly putting some in the craft room here. Crystals for inner and outer peace and wisdom. So I've got a lot of these printouts so that I can go through them. Energy protection, empath protection. Quit smoking, crystals for headache. Inner strength, crystals of support. Patience, crystals for bikers. I thought that was kind of an interesting one. Crystals for moving day, crystals to combat fear. Healing crystals for grieving, crystals for attracting love. Pregnancy preparation, travel bag. Pruning crystals, crystals for bumps, bruises, and breaks. Fertility crystal set, crystals for ancestral work, which I'm looking at that also. I'm looking into possibly making a second altar now in my home for ancestral stuff. Crystals for wedded bliss, crystals for motivation. Sometimes I think we all need those. Crystals for head cold, teenager crystals. Crystals for retirement. Crystals to dispel negativity. Crystals for anger, clarity. Teeth for grounding. This is for cord cutting and toxic relations. These are crystals for freedom. Let me see. I don't think you're not getting all the page. Let me see how I can move you without turning everything off. Maybe that'll help a little bit, and I can pull the book this way some more. There we go. Crystals for tranquility, crystals for healers. This is crystals for confidence and crystals for protection from evil. Then we have crystals for good sleep and crystals for stability. This tells you about like amethyst, blue sodalite, and a few different crystals like that. This shows you what some of the crystals look like, and it's on a black background. Then I also have one on a white background. And then this is Gemstone Protection Ward, and it tells you how to do it. No, I have not done it. And again, because that was the end of that section, there is a coloring page here of which. Then this section I put as informations. This has magical timing, cleansing, grounding, meditation, and centering all in this section. And of course leaves me room to add to it should I want to later on. So this part talks about magical timing, and I broke it down to where each section talks about each day of the week, and I've got a mark there so I can go right to the mark and look for what I'm looking for. Same thing back here. It talks about a bit about planetary hours and planetary timing, and then that kind of ended that, and then we move into another section because here's another witch page that I did. And this talks about sacred spaces and how to cleanse them and how to cleanse like areas in your home for it, and different rituals you can use and different purifying agents. Some of this is handwritten because my printer accidentally cut it off. So it does have handwritten stuff in as well. Another witch page that I did. And yes, most of this down here and stuff is drawn in by me, not an artist. I'm not even claiming it. This talks about grounding and centering and how to do it. It tells you, and like I said, I broke it down so I could see and go right to it by the highlighted parts or by the little bats. That way, if I have to come back and reference it at a point, I can. And again, since the end of the book, this was one of the other coloring pages I did. She's a mermaid witch. So I just thought that I'd come and show you the book. I mean, it was a lot of work. I will say that. It was a lot of work. Which I didn't mind, though. I actually enjoyed putting this one together, and I can't wait to start another one. Whoops. Okay. The only problem is this binder is old. It's been used. Because I repurposed, too. So, why put more plastic in the garbage, right? So, anyway, but this is this book. And it did take me a little bit to get it going and figure out where to find some of the stuff. But yeah, this is how it started, and this is, my starter page for it. This is where, when I actually finish this list of things to research and read on, they'll go in here, one on the front side, one on the back, and then this will obviously be put into the library. Now, the library is very different as far as things go, because not only are we looking at just the witchcraft side of things, my partner and I, my husband, we also are looking at herbal remedies. So like an apothecarian side as well. And so there will also be a book coming for that, when I get it there, I'm still very slow going at this. This was the little book I made for it. I just took an old planner, and I've got some things started. It's nothing tremendous yet. Um, I'm sure it'll be much bigger than that when I get done. And this was just something I thought was kind of fun to do. You know, repurposing something I already had that was really not in use, and giving it a new look, a new facelift, putting it to good use for something that will be around, hopefully, for a long, long time. Even longer than I'm here. So, with that being said, though, this was my Book of Shadows #2, technically, because the first one, like I said, doesn't have any of this information in it. I was very unknowledgeable, unschooled, untaught. Um, so I am going back and doing the homework. Yes, I am, and I'm trying to make it so that I understand it as well as anybody else who'd pick up my book. My daughter, my son, could go in and learn. So that is the Book of Shadows. That is the #2. I don't have any clue what #3 will look like, because my husband found one that he wants to get me that holds 600 pages. It is a binder type, but it has a flap here that comes up and locks. Um, and then I would have to put the binder pages and stuff in myself. Which we're looking at that because it's a little pricier than buying one like this for $1 and then just covering it. But you know, I was using what was available, so and I'll probably still do that. And to share a little something else with you, let me get this other big old book back here. Where did I put this guy? Let's sit that right there for a minute. This big old book back here, which is labeled wrong anyway. It says color swatches. That's not what it is. This is where the coloring pages I'm pulling come from. These are pages I've done that go clear back to 2020. And these are big pages, small pages, write-ups, everything that I did for like my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel. There's story history about vampires and things in here. And I will be pulling from this to put into my Book of Shadows. Why? Because I'm that odd, weird person who does that. I like to have things to look at. I like to have things that show who I am. So that is why mine will probably be completely off the wall compared to anybody else's. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, are the pages probably going to stay that white? Probably not, because I hate that kind of bright white boom in your face. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with them. But as far as information, I don't think I should put any more in that one. I think that if I do, I will end up busting the spine, which is not what I want to do. So, book #2 is done, and book #3 will start either when I find a book and fabric that I think works well, or what have you, because I do have some more little witches, which I may use them. That may be my front thing. And then just a number on the back of the book. But I kind of liked this. I liked how the covering went together. I do like how the inside went together. Some parts are shiny, some aren't. It's totally okay with me. Some are wrinkled, some aren't. That's okay with me. I'm not complaining. I really actually enjoyed making this. I enjoyed doing the research for this. And like I said, I got a long way to go if you'd ever look at that list. I really do have a long way to go to research those factions and those different things that it wants you to look at. And I haven't even got any spells in here. There are no spells in this book yet. So, that being said, I have a long way to go yet. But I'm not too worried right now about casting a spell. I would rather know more knowledge than worry about the spell work. So, this is, like I said, book 2. If and when I get a book 3 going, which I will, it's just a matter of who, what, where, when, how. I will come along and show you that as well. But I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe it'll give somebody out there some ideas. Like I said, I just took a binder and covered it with fabric and some Mod Podge, and this is how it turned out, and I think it's just fine. I don't need some big, fancy grimoire. This is just fine. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, this was fun to make. I had a good time. I learned while I was doing it. Um, and it's just really gonna, I think, come in handy down the line. I really do, because there's no way any one brain is going to keep all this in it, plus everything else. So, but I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you're at. If you are, try to get outside, enjoy some of nature, some of the air, some of the sun. Even if it's raining, go out, dance in a puddle, get your feet wet, and just enjoy what's out there. I'm sorry I haven't been here on this channel much. I haven't really been anywhere much. Some sickness kind of took me over for a while, and I'm hoping to be kicking that to the curb. So we'll see how that goes, and maybe I can get here and start getting some more of these videos up that I've been wanting to do. But thank you so much for watching, including my messy desk and craft room, and I hope to talk with you all again soon. Please be safe wherever you are, and if you can't be safe, at least have fun. Till next time, bye-bye.